happy 4th of July weekend, everybody. Hope people are going to be able to afford to have a wonderful barbecue this weekend. Its prices have gone up considerably since last year. And in fact, I have a graphic about that. Let's pull that up. I remember they were bragging last year about how the prices actually went down 16 cents from President Biden from President Trump. So the cost of a 4th of July cookout. But now we look at this year, and the cost of the cookout is now up $10.18. Not only just the inflation, it's the shrinkflation. So I don't know how they're measuring this stuff. I'm sure the cans of beans and potato chips and what have you are probably in smaller packages as well, even though the prices have absolutely exploded. And I think this graphic might be fake. We'll just assume it is. I think somebody photoshopped this. But they're bragging that the cost of lentils is actually down 55%. Of course, that's a joke as in reference to the famous Bloomberg article from last year when they were trying to normalize this stuff. Actually, it was early, just a few months ago. Seems like a long time ago. So yeah, eat lentils pours as the left and right slam the Bloomberg article telling Americans that make less than $300,000 a year, which would be, I would think, most of us, to spend less to cope with the inflation. Remember, this little quick refresher. You can always take the bus. Sell your car, take the bus, don't buy in bulk, and then try lentils instead of meat, as if people were going to go, oh, wow, these lentils are so great. It made me forget all about what red meat and grilled chicken tastes like. And nobody said this would be fun. Yeah, just deal with it. All right, of course, in Canada, they're trying to push, this is the new narrative they're going to be pushing, those lentils and crickets now, as Canada is raising them as a source of protein. Delicious. Nutritionally, crickets are rich in protein and contain the vitamins A, B, C, D, E, and K. All parts of the crickets are edible, the federal government said in a news release. But Americans, of course, are becoming more pessimistic about the future of the country. It's off the heels of a closely watched consumer confidence gauge that fell to its lowest level on record. But don't worry, because Biden's 2023 budget would result in $4 trillion of gross revenue increases. The Build Back Better would come at the cost of economic growth, harming investment incentives and productive capacity at precisely the wrong time. And here's some of the proposals. Higher top rates for individual income, corporate income, and capital gains income. Ending step-up in basis by making death a taxable event. These will die. They'll take all your money. Can't pass it off. And just go right to the government. I'm not exactly sure, but that's what it sounds like. And a laundry list of new minimum taxes for individuals, businesses, and international corporations. Another revenue raiser includes government set pricing for certain prescription drugs enforced by an excise tax of 1,900% on drug sales. So you won't be able to afford to take life-saving medication. You'll die, and then they'll take all your money when you're dead. They seem to have no understanding of how inflation actually works. Speaking of, we had Janet Yellen, who was admittedly, she's been this public servant, public parasite for decades, has no idea.
It wasn't just the president who got it wrong a year or so ago. I want to play for you what you said about inflation last year. Listen to this.
Is there a risk of inflation? I think there's a small risk, and I think it's manageable. I don't anticipate that inflation is going to be a problem, but it is something that we're watching very carefully.
Was it a mistake, Madam Secretary, to downplay this inflation risk? Did that contribute to the problems we're all seeing right now?
Well, look, I think I was wrong then about the path that inflation would take.
These guys, they just don't seem to understand how the economy actually works. And here's a interesting calendar of what we've seen and what we can expect to see coming forward. Because now it's been handed off to Jerome Powell, who said last year, QE won't cause inflation. And then a quarter later, well, some inflation, but it'd be transitory, right?
I mean, I want to be honest, sir, that the Fed, I think, underestimated actual inflation. What do you think you missed?
Well, we did underestimate it. With the benefit of hindsight, clearly we did.
Of course, we'll see in just another quarter here. Okay, well, the recession is coming, but you won't lose your home. You gotta look at the bright side. And then the prediction for the end of the year, well, you might lose your home, but hey, at least you won't starve to death. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Or hey, how about this? Why don't we just get rid of the Federal Reserve, wipe out all the debt, and then we don't have to have these clowns in charge anymore. They're gonna tell us whatever you want to hear so that they can just keep this game continuing as long as possible and with impossible amounts of debt that we'll never be able to pay back, and they'll sit there and play stupid in front of us until we finally do something.